Next on the Broadway Show, it's Broadway's biggest thriller, MJ the Musical. I'm sitting down with the man who plays the King of Pop, Myles Frost. Plus, pure joy. We're catching up with one of the stars of the new film, Everything Everywhere All at Once, Stephanie Hsu. And he's Broadway's newest Evan Hansen. You'll get to know Ben Levi Ross. I'm Tamsen Fadal, and this is the Broadway Show. So glad you're with us for this latest edition of the Broadway Show. It's going to be a good one. I'm Tamsen Fadal. Broadway debuts simply don't get any bigger than this. Myles Frost may be a newcomer, but he's also the King of Pop, playing the title role of the new Broadway musical, MJ. The show featuring phenomenal choreography and more than 24 songs from the Michael Jackson catalog. I had a chance to get to know the man in the mirror himself, Myles Frost, at the Skylark in New York City. Let's talk about you and where you started in all this and where you were before you ended up on Broadway in this starring role.
When I got there, I was still in college. I was in my senior year of college over at Bowie State University. And but before this, I didn't really have any plans or intentions in going into Broadway. I'm an artist by trade. I write, I sing, I play piano, drums.
It's a few talents.
A few talents. But that's where the core of my passion lies. And when I got this opportunity, I was like, who would pass this up? I'd done some talent shows in high school, singing and dancing to Michael Jackson. I won those talent shows, and I was like, I like being on stage, I like dancing. And I'm
gonna have to look at all your talent show reels.
I know. When I was 16, it was my junior year, and I said, I'm gonna do Billie Jean this year. And I did it. My mom's in the back holding her iPad up with the flash on. And I came out on a hoverboard, because that's when hoverboards was, yeah. I was like, how can I be out of the box? Right. I was trying to find ways to just be super creative. Came out on the hoverboard, went into the position and did Billie Jean. My mom posted it on YouTube. And that was 2016. 2021 is when I got the call. And I got a call saying, hey, we found this video of you doing Billie Jean. I see that it's dated 2016. Can you still do that, but sing better and dance better? I was like, yeah. When I got off the phone, I was like, I hadn't done that since then. I was lying. I was like,
I hope.
I hope so.
You were in college.
Yeah, I was.
You got this call and you couldn't say no, but you made a promise. Who'd you make that promise to, that you were gonna go back to school?
I made that promise to my grandmother. My grandmother was an elementary school teacher for over 40 years, and she's 88 now. I had a conversation with her and my mother at the same time. I was like, I like college. College is cool, but it's not really my thing. I'm not really feeling it all too much. And let's just say hypothetically, right? A big opportunity came that was life-changing, and it was either continue to go to school or drop out and pursue that. My mom was, she was like, okay, well, if it's, we'll take a look at the opportunity depending on what it is, and if it's something that we feel like is secure enough, then then we'll go ahead and do it. But my grandma was like, but see, my grandmother, what I love about her is she is a believer in Myles Frost. And she's definitely my #1 fan. And she said, if it was anybody else, I would say no. But I believe that whatever God has in store for you, and you take it and run with it, you're gonna be the biggest thing in the world. But if that does happen, you gotta finish. At some point, I don't care when you finish, but you have to finish. And I said, I can do that.
You walk in that door every day and you walk in that theater and the stage lights come up. How does it feel every night?
New. It feels new every night. Like the feeling, you would think that if you do something over and over and over again, even if you love it, it can feel like it gets old sometimes, but it's something about this experience that it literally never gets old. It's fresh, the energy is fresh, the people are fresh, the chemistry between me and my cast members who I love, it's just fresh. It feels like, because I put myself in the moment every time, and I'm acting in these moments for the first time each time. That's how I treat it.
How do you do it?
Believe it. If you believe it, then it'll carry you.
Where did you learn that? Did someone give you that advice to do that, to stay in that moment, especially each night?
No, actually, I think that's something that I just naturally gravitated towards. I don't like the feeling of what I call fake acting. I feel like acting to me is not acting. Acting is being. I try to be in those moments as much as I can, even off stage. How would Michael treat his people off stage? How would Myles treat his people off stage? The people that work for him, the people that are trying to put this thing together, because that's essentially what we're doing.
So you said you had some pivotal conversations that really have moved you along. Yeah. What were some of those conversations?
I talked to Prince Jackson, Michael Jackson's son. He said something that stuck with me even now. He said he liked the fact that I wasn't trying to impersonate his father. And I hold that very near and dear to my heart because I don't want to try to impersonate Michael Jackson. I'm Myles Frost first and foremost and always, and I tell the story of Michael Jackson through Myles Frost. And I'm more concentrated, and I prefer to give you the essence of Mike instead of trying to be someone that I'm not.
Now, does Myles have a favorite song of Michael's?
Myles before this role did, but Myles after this role doesn't, and it's interesting.
Oh, it doesn't have one. Okay.
Right. So before this role, I was like, Rock With You. That's my favorite MJ song. Girl, close your eyes. That's my favorite song because I felt like it represented me as a person.
You can keep going as long as you want.
Let the rhythm get into you. Don't try to fight it. There ain't nothing that in you. But no, that's just a little bit.
Just a little bit. Just a little taste. You gotta come see the show.
Yeah, gotta see the show to see the rest. But afterwards, after doing the show and after diving into who Michael was as a person, I was more interested in his open-mindedness when it came to music. It's hard to compare Off the Wall to Thriller. Off the Wall, you get disco Mike, you get, Afro Mike, you get, but in Thriller, that's when you get Wet Jerry Curl Mike and Leather Jacket. But it's like, okay, like, who is this? I hold that near and dear to my heart because being open to that, to change, is what opens the door to growth. I want to show you Michael Jackson pose.
All right.
Let's try to do this pose.
Made me look good.
I got you.
Made me look good.
I got you. I'm gonna make it look good.
Tell you what.
So walk out with my hat, right? You got your hat in your hand,
that.
right? You stand like this. Got your fedora. Put your fedora to your side. Kind of bring your knees together, and then squat like that, just a little bit. So you're gonna say, "Give me this move."
Gotta go slow.
And then you can put your hat in your hair when you do it. So, 3, 2, 1. Give me this move, groove.
Oh gosh.
All right, one more time.
Do it slow.
So, your feet go.
It all goes together with you.
Boom. Mm-hmm. So when your feet go like that, your hand goes up with it. And put your hat on your head like that. So 3, 2, 1. Give me the smooth groove. Yeah.
Anywhere close to you? No.
There you go. That's it right there. That's it.
All right, you're good.
Now you may only see a pile of receipts, but I see a story. I can see where this story is going. It does not look good. What's happening?
It's one of the year's most talked about movies, Everything Everywhere All at Once. It's about a laundromat owner who's the only hope to save the multiverse from an evil force, and that dazzling supervillain is being played by none other than Broadway vet Stephanie Hsu. And that's not Stephanie's only big role in Hollywood right now. Paul's here with the story.
That's right, Tamsen. Although Stephanie Hsu is having a Hollywood moment right now, her passion for performing actually started in the downtown theater scene, which unexpectedly took her to Broadway, and a showy role on The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel. We sat down at the Time Hotel to talk all about her wild ride. So good to see you.
It's so good to see you too.
You're having a moment.
I'm having a moment.
Everything Everywhere All at Once. You suddenly are. Everything Everywhere All at Once.
All at once. Today, every day, never again.
This movie that you are one of the stars of has blown up. I know that you know what it's like to be in a Broadway show. I know you know what it's like to be in a hit TV show. What is this like and how does it compare?
Well, I think it's really crazy because, you know, we've always really loved this film, and you know, it is your wildest dream that you make art and people respond to it, but I don't think any of us were prepared for everyone to be like, it's the best movie we've ever seen! So that's been really wild, and people are not only having their brains blown, but also emotionally really relating to it.
Yeah.
In some ways, it feels like Be More Chill on crack, actually, because when I did Be More Chill, there were a lot of young people who were also like, I feel so seen, I feel so seen, I feel so seen. And it is awesome.
Right.
You know, in theater, you could be sitting in the back of the house and someone's face is like this big. And now it's the exact opposite, where people sit with my face for 2.5 hours and it's like on IMAX.
How did you describe it to people all this time? It must be great to have people actually get to experience it versus sort of describing it.
Totally. I definitely think it's a type of movie that you want to just know almost nothing about and just go and feel and go on the ride. But I would say that the movie is a truly never before seen kind of film about a family who is desperately trying to find one another through the chaos of life, but also the multiverse.
You also got to work with Michelle Yeoh as your mom, who's an icon.
A true icon.
What was that like to actually get on set and to dig into these very emotional moments with her?
She is a true legend and carries that weight with such grace and play. She is so generous, and I can't believe I've been so lucky that I get to say that we were scene partners, you know? And we also just had so much fun. And I was really scared that I was going to be too weird for Michelle, because one of my characters is a villain and is, you know, blowing up people's heads into confetti and swinging things and, you know, dressed as Elvis. And that was one of the first scenes that I shot with Michelle, this like very weird scene. And I had rehearsed it with the Daniels, the directors, and all of a sudden I get to set and I'm like, oh my gosh, what have we done? You've turned me into a freak, and now I'm about to unleash my freak to Michelle. And so I made them promise me that before we got weird, or like before we released the character Jobu, that they would announce to the entire crew, like, okay, everybody, Stephanie's gonna get weird now, so that she would be prepared and warned. But luckily, she's such a goofball too. I think the coolest thing, probably for my mom, is that they asked for actual family photos. And so they're baby photos of me with my mom, but they photoshopped Michelle's face onto my mom's face. So it's actual baby me, but it's Michelle with my mom's body.
I think it's time for you to meet my parents.
Nope.
You can't just run. I know where you live.
No, you don't.
No, I don't.
We have to talk about Mrs. Maisel, the marvelous Mrs. Maisel. I don't want to just do the nickname. It's been such a fun journey. I mean, I love when you first joined the cast and really shaking up Joel Maisel, really shaking it. This past season, wow.
Yeah.
And you have another season to go.
Yes, we are shooting season 5 right now, but I can't tell you anything.
Okay.
Because, you know, that show is amazing and the costumes are amazing. Truly spoiled rotten. Like every single fitting is like, here, we just built this beautiful period piece to you. We designed it for you. It's so fun and it feels so special every single time. And also similarly, like I never thought that I was going to ever be able to be in a period piece, period, or on television. And so to get to do that as a Chinese woman in the late 1950s, early 1960s, now that's done. So more people can start using that space, and a younger version of me doesn't ever have to doubt if that's possible for her, because it happened, and I can't believe that I'm a part of that.
Having first seen you on Broadway, SpongeBob SquarePants, Be More Chill, and to see your career, do you feel like it's a little more open now for Broadway actors to get opportunities on camera?
I think people are making it, for sure, making the transition, but I think it is hard. I mean, in so many ways, I feel like I snuck in through the back door of Broadway. I got involved with SpongeBob before I even had an agent. I didn't want an agent. I was doing experimental theater, and I thought, that was gonna be my bread and butter.
What kind of experimental theater?
Like Contact Improv, Basement of Dixon Place. I did a show, I had just finished a show called War Lesbian, where I played a hand and, and like a fur coat. And I had just been at Williamstown and they needed extra voices to read through a preliminary script of the SpongeBob musical at the Viacom building. It was literally like, we're gonna be here for 2 days to see if Nickelodeon even wants to make this a musical. I ended up being there from that very beginning to like the 5-year process of developing it. It's always been me just like following people that I really love working with no expectation of where it will land or if it will, the scale at which it will land, and things just keep propelling into larger arenas. And I feel so lucky because for me, it really isn't about the climb. It's really just about making art that I believe in with people that I love, and it feels so affirming that it's working.
A whole lot more coming up next on The Broadway Show. Coming up, he's one of Broadway's fresh new faces. We'll introduce you to the new star of Dear Evan Hansen, Ben Levi Ross. Welcome back to The Broadway Show. I'm Tamsen Fadal. Let's get back to it. Game On, the revival of Take Me Out, is now open on Broadway, starring Tyler Ferguson and Jesse Williams. It's the story of America's pastime and what happens when one of the game's top stars comes out as gay. The play, by the way, just extended its run till mid-June.
Hey folks, ain't it pretty? Look who's back in New York City!
He's back. It's a resurrection of Beetlejuice. The hilarious musical just came back to life at its new home, the Marquee Theater. I'm going to talk to the star of Beetlejuice, 2-time Tony nominee Alex Brightman, on next week's episode of The Broadway Show. This is The Broadway Show, and we're back in just a few. Thanks for staying with us for this latest episode of The Broadway Show. Glad you're here. He's Broadway's newest Evan Hansen, and he's this week's fresh face.
Hey, I'm Ben Levi Ross. I play Evan Hansen in Dear Evan Hansen on Broadway. I grew up in Santa Monica, California. Shouts out, West Coast. I was always doing community theater from a pretty young age. My godmother actually has a children's theater company that I was, introduced to theater in since the age of like 6. I come from a very musical family. My sister was an opera singer in college. She's now an elementary school music teacher. My parents both met as actors in the 80s. Neither of them are actors anymore, but they have a lot of love for the craft. And so I was really supported. And I also it was like the only thing that I could do. Like it was the only thing that I was excited about. It was the only thing that I was passionate about. And it was kind of a no-brainer for me. I joined Dear Evan Hansen in late 2017. Oh my God, so long ago. As an understudy, I joined as a cover for Evan, Jared, and Connor under Ben Platt when he was still in the show. For the last 2 months, I think he was there. And then I left to launch the first national tour in 2018. And I did that for a year with an amazing cast of people. And now I am back on Broadway as Evan Hansen in the year 2022. It's been so wonderful to come back to the theater where I started and just really feel how much I've grown as a person, and also just reconnect with so many of the people that I did the show with on tour because they're some of my favorite people in the world. So the funny thing about Tick, Tick, Boom is that I was with everyone on set on the very first day of filming, and then 1 week later, everything shut down. While everyone was sort of sitting around waiting, I was also sitting around waiting to hear what was gonna happen with Tick, Tick, Boom, and that was really when I realized and was sort of pushed into recording this music.
I'm bored of the pain, the anger, disdain.
it was sort of a dream come true to be able to like have the time and the space. We were like thrown in a room and we just sort of like made, and we didn't know what we were making at that point, but it ended up being a record, and it ended up being like what Boy Chick is now. It just feels like I've created like a community of people that are really passionate about it. There's a lot to be grateful for, and I'm excited for the world to see more of it.
And that's going to do it for us. Until next time, I'm Tamsen Fadal, and this is The Broadway Show.